Hey, Hemi is first. What's up, Wheelchair? How's it going? Hey, Clover Tack, what's going on? Hey, look, I got my, where's my, I just so happen to have my Clover Tack sticker right here. What's going on, Nodak Jorge? What's going on? I just figured we got a little, got a little time to kill here until the daily show's on. I was just up playing with one of my rifles a little bit. I figured, yeah, Gary, you're first. Sure you are. Hey, yeah. Hey, you're next. What's up? I figured. I had a little time to kill. Oh, I'm CLPing. I got my playing with my Mauser tonight. You know, just cleaning it up. Got it out of the case or the safe. Just checking it out, making sure I don't have any. I've had some problems with some rust and stuff, little surface rust in the past. So I. Now you got a wrench, Gary. How you doing, 50 cal? Well, you guys are jumped right over. Is Matt done? He seemed like he was done. I came over and opened up real quick. What's going on, Jumpy? No, so I was just got my rifle out. I was listening to Matt's chat, and yeah, I'm not at the restaurant. We were closed today, actually. And I got my 8mm out and was just kind of checking it over. I wanted to put a little CLP on it. Yeah, Jumpy had a Jumpy got all hot and stinky. What's the matter, Jumpy? Causing trouble. Matt chat was too spicy. He had to bolt. You had to get lost. Make yourself scarce. Yeah, 50 cal says, "How come I'm not a mod? Don't you love me?" Yeah, I don't know. I love you, buddy. What's going on, Patriot? I figured what do we got? 40 minutes ish till the daily show. I figured I'd kill a little bit of time here. That's why. What I go? MidnightRangeTM live filler. You say WD-40 is greater than CLP. Okay. CLP tastes better though, so that's what really counts. That's what matters. Nothing is better than CLP. CLP seems to be good stuff. I actually never used CLP until a few years back. Not recently. Hey Ape, what's going on? Just started using it. I always just used hoppies for everything. But CLP, I really do like the CLP. The Safari Land, Break Free, CLP. There's different CLPs, you know. I don't know. This stuff seems to work pretty good. Clean, lube, protect. Gizzard started out with CLP and went to hoppies. I like honestly, I still use hoppies for cleaning. I use the hoppies number 9, and then I actually just started using the hoppies copper bore cleaner, the copper cleaner. That stuff's really great. I used it on this for the first time. I bought it just to see what the heck. Yeah, hoppy smells delicious. I know. I like that. I like the smell of hoppies too. When you grow up using it, you know, you love it. It reminds you of, like, you know, for me it reminds me of being up at camp, cleaning my 22. But the copper cleaner was pretty awesome. This rifle sat for a long time, and I cleaned the bore like crazy. A couple times it was kind of pretty rough. It was pretty dull. I cleaned it like a son of a bitch, um, with traditional methods, and got it, patches running clean, whatever, and started reloading for it and shot it a little bit, cleaned it, whatever. And what's going on, John Brown? And when I ran the Hoppies copper cleaner through it, it was crazy how blue it was. Crazy. I couldn't believe how blue it was. So that was really neat. It's kind of cool to see it, and copper cleaner is pretty neat because when it comes out blue, it's like an obvious thing that it's working. You know what I mean? Going on, Rich? We're just doing a little time killer here. Not necessarily anything in particular. nitro solvent. There you go. Now, Jumpy is sorry. Everybody, Jumpy is sorry. Now we can all move on. The butt hurt was strong, I see. Mac Johnson. How you doing, Mac Johnson? No work for this guy tomorrow, so Hemi's off tomorrow. That's awesome. Is it unloaded? Well, there's no bolt. There's no bolt in it right now, so yeah, it's unloaded. You found a Han Solo water blaster. That's cool. Wrench power corrupts absolutely. It does. You have to be careful. Except in Clover's chat. Clover's chat, the mods in Clover's chat are a tight bunch. They don't mess around. I don't know where RL is actually. I do remember him saying something last night. Maybe he's not around. Clover says, my mods are a force to be reckoned with. For show. Yes, they are. Clover is our Emperor Palpatine, and we are his stormtroopers. Was that a commie gun? This one? Yes, it is. Well, actually, yes, it is a commie gun, as a matter of fact. It is a G9840. It is a Nazi occupation rifle of Hungary. It was made in the FEG plant in Hungary in '43. Let's see a little bit of the bolt here. After the Nazis took over Hungary, they decided they liked the M35 Hungarian rifle, and but the Nazis, they wanted an 8mm Mauser. So they took the M35 and they produced two different rifles, the M34 or M43 and the G9840. This is a G9840. And it is all Nazi. It's got all the proof marks on it. It's not 100% matching, and unfortunately is sporterized. But it's a great rifle. It's so smooth. It's got a really nice bolt to it. It's still got a ton of spring pressure. Like, the spring's in great shape. It's got the cocking piece is knurled on the back, so you can decock it. Just kind of ride it down. Safe, fire. You can also ride it in the middle, which is kind of neat. You can't see that. you can ride it in the middle. So when you cock it, it cocks on close. You kind of ride it in the middle, and it'll stay safe. And then all you have to do is flip it to the side and fire. Bent handle. The bolt releases on the side, which is kind of neat. Right here. Right here. So you just push that in, take the bolt out. Ooh, slippy. That's it. Through stock. Yeah. So that's it. I actually had it sent away. I was talking about this the other night. Somebody was asking me about what my favorite rifle was or what I like to shoot. I sent it away to have the scope mount put on. I can take it off if I want to, which is kind of neat. It has a traditional sort of, not roller coaster sight, but kind of like that angled, I guess you call it roller coaster sight. It's graduated at like the 1,000 meters or 1,200 meters. And they took that off and he built a mount because it was, nothing would fit it. It's, nothing would fit it that was already made. It won't fit like a G98 or any of the other, Nazi guns, or German or anything. So I sent it away. The guy built a mount for the bottom, mounted a mount to it, and then mounted the rail to the top of that. So he did a really cool job. It's really neat. S&K scope mounts. S&K scope mounts up in northern PA, just south of New York. I can't remember the name of it, but you can look it up. Just a small shop, but man, they were really nice to work with. They were awesome guys. The guy quoted me a price, and then when he got it, it was funny when they called and said it was done. I think it was his wife was working there, and she laughed and she said, "Well, Sir, he's been working on that rifle all week. He could not get a mount to fit it, and he had to make one and do all this, and so." He put a lot of work into it, which I really appreciated. And yeah, so basically it's a long eye relief. It's a scout mount. It's a crappy aim. I just bought it at the gun show. 2-7 power. Gee, I think I paid $40 for it. Does it have any fractures? No. No, the stock is in good shape other than it's sporterized. The butt plate is, it's a traditional metal butt plate. Wraps up on the top. This butt plate is not serialized, which is a little weird. It could be underneath. I've never taken it off. Maybe it's serialized underneath. But this is the first rifle I started reloading for. When I started the reload, I wanted to be this because it's pretty expensive to shoot. What's up, Nate? It's pretty expensive to shoot 8mm all day long. It's kind of pricey. Privy makes a good round if you're looking for factory, and I never was really interested in shooting leftover stuff, old stock. So I wanted to load for it. It loads great. It's got a super long throat to it. So you can load as long as you want to, which is kind of cool. It's built to shoot 200 grains. The best hand load I have for it is 180 grain Nosler ballistic tip hunting. Yeah. So it's kind of an odd round for it to shoot better. I've tried larger rounds. I've tried up to 200 grain, 196 grain, 198 grain, and the lighter ones work better, which is weird. It shouldn't. It doesn't make sense. It should shoot better with a heavier, longer round, but it doesn't. So, yeah, it's a cool piece. Yeah, Privy. Yeah, Rich. Privy makes some really good stuff. I'll tell you, all their stuff that I've seen is annealed too, which is nice. I'll tell you, in contrast, when I first got this, it was a family heirloom, I guess you could call it. My uncle had it, and they always thought it had a problem with it, and it doesn't. It was the ammo that they were using. Um, when I started to, when I went to buy a box of rounds for it, box of ammo for it, it was like 35 or 37 bucks for 20 rounds of Federal. And that was like Federal Power Shock or something crappy, like something not crappy, but like generic, old school, nothing fancy. And at the time, you could buy Privy for like 17 or 18. So that's what I did. I actually bought a couple boxes of Privy to shoot for it, to shoot, and then I use those to reload. So I reload Privy brass with the nozzlers. Yeah. But the issue was, everybody kept telling me that my uncle and I remember when my grandpa was still alive too. He used to say, he's like, yeah, we have that old 8mm Mauser, but it doesn't work right. The bolt locks up, or it doesn't feed right. And then my uncle said the same thing. And when I started getting into guns more a few years back, and I'd always had guns, but I wanted to start, getting a nice collection. I asked him for it, and he gave it to me. And he threw a box of ammo at me, old Remington Corlock round nose that they used to hunt with. And he's like, oh, I don't know, it won't feed. And I tried to chamber around, and it went in, and I extracted it. And I looked at the tips of a couple of the box, the rounds that were in the box. And the tips were all banged up. They had these nicks in them and little dings in them. And here the throat of this rifle is so long that the round nose bullets were basically jamming themselves into the top of the chamber. They couldn't figure out what was going on. He said, when I told him, I said, look at the tips of these bullets. And I had bought a box of the Federals that were pointed soft points, and they would feed reliably. And so I fed it in there. I was like, there's nothing wrong with the gun. These damn bullets are just jamming in the top of the chamber. And he laughed, and he's like, you know what? We took it to a gunsmith one time, and he couldn't figure out what was wrong with it. I was like, well, and he's an idiot. So, Hemi says the Remington ammo before the 7mm 08, terrible. Yeah, I really like the 8mm round. I think it's nice. 7mm 08 I've never shot, but if you want a 7mm, like, what is that, 7mm is what, 284 caliber or something like that? I mean, that's a great round. I bet that's moving too. Yeah, idiots everywhere, right? My dumbass figured it out in like 2 minutes. I was like, hey, these bullets are banged up. That doesn't make sense. What's up, 2 Live Moo? Eat more chicken. How much did I spend to start reloading? It's pretty expensive to get started. It can be. It doesn't have to be, but I think you should try. If you really are interested in it and you want to do it, I think it's better to buy some decent stuff right off the bat, and then and not have to buyer's remorse or something. I also got some of the bigger stuff as gifts. My father-in-law is a big reloader. He bought me a rock chucker, single stage, and he bought me my powder measure. I have the Hornady, I forget what it's called. The electronic powder measure, which works great other than some ball powders. I started to reload for my 7.62x39, and the ball powder measures like garbage. It measures too fast for it. So, but stick powder, flake powder, it's dead on. Works great. Fine Ape just got to eat turkey bacon today. Turkey bacon's not bad. Turkey bacon's better if you get one that's done differently, like if it has like a black pepper or like a brown sugar or something like that, something a little extra. So it's a good shooting rifle, man. Shoots great. I shoot it at like 50 yards. off the bench when I shoot it, and it's I think my smallest group was like 0.43 inches. So it's an MOA shooter. It'll shoot an inch consistently with those hand loads. But yeah, reloading's fun. I love it. I've got some 7.62 by 39 I need to shoot, and I've got some 9mm that I need to shoot. Yeah, Nate, reloading equipment pops up on like Craigslist and Arms List and stuff like that pretty frequently. Also, I kind of made out with once a few years back, and this is where I got the dies to reload my 7.62. I got universal decapper. I got some pills. I forget what else I got. A couple of reloading blocks. It was from an auction house. Gun Channels Trading Post. I haven't really looked at that yet. I've looked at some of the sales stuff, but that's it. It was an auction house, and they would go to estate sales and either buy everything or whatever. So it popped up on Craigslist one time, and it said reloading equipment. It was just generic, and I went and I bought a couple of. Basically, price was like I bought two sets of dies, and got 2 free if I would have bought them new. So, when am I going to start doing chats while I'm reloading? I don't know that I should do that. I'm a little, you know how I am. I have a hard time keeping on track just reading the chat, reading you guys now. I don't want to be double loading stuff. But I could if you guys would be interested in seeing I could do that. What's going on, Travis? More mac and cheese, please. What's going on, Matt? I'm just killing a little time. But yeah, I could set up one of these nights. I could set up the camera over there. I have a very small setup. I actually need to get a new desk. My desk is way too small. It barely fits what I got to do. So. Jumpy says 200 grain at 8mm sounds sweet. Yeah, that's a lot of ammo, man. Or that's a lot of bullet. The Mauser is why the 30-06 was developed, and the United States needed a round to keep up with the 8mm. It's a very good round. It's kind of a bummer that there's nothing. I have always wanted an American rifle chambered in 8mm, and Remington it's called the Remington Classic. And it's this basically a Remington 700, I think. And it's all wood stocks and everything that were chambered in older style rounds. And they did it one year in 8mm Mauser, and I'd love to get one. I've only ever come across one that was reasonably priced, and I was too broke to buy it. So I keep my eyes open for it. So if you guys ever see a Remington Classic in 8mm for a good price, let me know. Maybe I'll pick it up, because I always wanted to have another 8mm since I'm loading for this one. So, yeah, but getting into reloading can be pretty expensive. And Yankee will tell you, I mean, it ain't worth my time. If you're looking for either you love it or you hate it, and I think most people can determine that without buying anything. I think if you go to a buddy's house that has a reloading setup and hang out with him, I think most people would look at it and be like, no goddamn way am I sitting here doing this, or, oh, this is nice and relaxing, this is really cool. My stuff, unfortunately, is kind of in a weird spot now, so I don't, so now that we have the little guy, it's kind of hard for me to do it, but. Travis P11, well, reloading is worth it if you actually go to the range. Even if you don't like doing it, then even if you go to the range, it ain't worth it. Yeah, Gizzard says he doesn't shoot enough. Yeah, it's little guy comes first. Yeah, he does. Yeah, they all do, right? Well, they should. Oh, there's a jab at Yankee. Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna pay myself 5 cents an hour to reload ammo. If you like, if it's relaxing to you and you like it like I do, then it's really not saving ammo or saving money is kind of it's a bonus. But for me to be able to do it was is relaxing. It's nice and quiet. And I have a single stage, so I'm not cranking out ammo like like some of these guys like Foose. I mean, Foose probably has a goddamn factory in his house. He just bang out ammo like crazy. Yeah, Mel says you can make match ammo for range prices. Yeah, like I said, I I mean, and here's an example. What it costs. Um, when I started reloading for this 8 millimeter, uh, Federal soft point power shocks were 35 or $37 a box. Privy was, and those were 170 grain soft points. Privy had 196 grain soft points or FMJs, and they were $17 and $18. When I bought everything to reload for this, I could reload a box for $10. So that's pretty good. I mean, if you shoot a lot, if you shoot a caliber that's kind of wacky like this, and this isn't even all that wacky, it's just because it's Americans don't make a whole lot. Matt, see you, Matt. Yeah, I got a couple of minutes here, and we'll head over to Daily Show, the gun show. But if you have an oddball caliber, a lot of you guys have 4570s. That's pretty expensive. Yeah, I can shoot I can make a really killer round for half the cost of even Privy. So that's pretty awesome. That's the reason I wanted to reload for my 7.62 x 39 too. Somebody like Travis that has that Ruger, reloading for that is awesome. I wanted to reload just because I could reload for my AK, and it's really expensive to buy premium rounds for it. The Hornady SSTs are still steel cased, and now they came out with the Hornady Black. They're super expensive. Holy shit! There's no way I'm gonna stock up on those stuff. I can buy the Hornady the Hornady SST bullets, and bought a bunch of boxes of Privy brass and reload for them. So that's cool. Ruger, what Ruger does Travis have? He has the new Ruger Ranch. That little stumpy guy. Was it 18-inch barrel? That's really nice. Yeah, threaded barrel. He needs to put a suppressor on that thing. But that's in 7.62 x 39 too. Little stumpy guy. Him and Ammo Dog. Maybe it's a 16-inch. I don't know. Vodka you drink? Another Travis is channeling Yoda. Oh man, I put my camera on There we go. Desk pop. Yeah. Are you guys coming to the divorce ceremony? Desk pop. I don't know nothing about no desk pops. Actually, if I can ever, when the springtime hits, and I can go up to camp, we can do a desk pop up at camp maybe. How's the feuding going? You know what? I don't know. I think we all kissed and made up. Say hello to my little friend. Jared, you got to get we have a camp. We have a hunting camp. Well, it's family camp up north of here. Say hello to my little friend. My lethal 8th millimeter. Jared, you need to get a feud going to get this sub count up. Start a feud with like Matt or Yankee. Yankee, no, don't turn. Yankee don't give a shit. Go on Matt's channel as a flat earther. A flat earth anarchist. That'll get you subs. Punch up. That's right, always punch up. Flat archist, there you go. Mel says my new fear is dinosaurs. I need a 4570. Who wants? Travis 8 says who wants to be my punch up? Not me. I got enough trouble. I got to keep up with Clover. I got to keep up with Ellis. Not enough going on. Yeah, you don't need a 4570 for zombies. That's for sure. You just turn them into pudding, man. That's a lot of gun for a zombie. Get a Harley and Velociraptor. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you got a cool rifle and a cool bike, Velociraptors are on your side, man. Nothing wrong with that. He's planning, Jared's planning for a 20-30 minute every second matters tomorrow, trying to get another gun buddy to join in. I'm sure somebody will hop in with you. There's always somebody. Travis is great. 130 subs, P11. Yeah, start shit with P11. He's got like almost 6,000 subs now. Even if you drag a couple of them away. Yeah, John Brown's had a 4570. 4570 is like all of a sudden become super cool again, which is really neat. It makes me, honestly, I want a lever gun for sure. And I've wanted a 30-30 because that's what I used to hunt with. I used to hunt with a 30-30. But now I'm like, I don't know, with as cool as 4570s are, I don't know. There's so many of them out there now. Melvin Nut. Matt, you trying to buy mats? The Marlins are nice. I like the gray laminate stocks. Those are cool. We need to start a Travi war. We gotta try and get a Travi chat going. We need to figure out who the fifth one was. There was another one. Actually, Matt, your second desktop chat, it was you and like 3 Travises at first in the room, and one of them was the 5th Travis, I think, and I don't remember who he was. Maybe you'll know. You're having a Travi only chat in 2 weeks. All right. I'm in Patreon chat. Oh, did you guys see? I missed the beginning of the show tonight. Did you guys talk at all? You guys, it's a Guns and Geeks chat, or it's a geek chat, so probably not. Did you guys talk about the marijuana in Cali tonight? California started dispensing recreational marijuana, apparently. So you now have to go to a special place to get weed, medicine, and ammo. It's crazy. They're making it easier to get drugs and harder to get ammo. Oh, the days we live in, right? You guys talk about that on Wednesday. Be interested to hear the back and forth. NEA's feud with Hector. Who the hell's Hector? Is that Frijolito? You're next. Is he ignoring you? Well, then you got to start a feud with him. What? Okay, Nodak says I have a tough choice to make: frosted cookie or creamed corn. Okay. All right. Well, you have to do, Matt. If you want us all on, has to be in the evening, later in the evening, which is probably good for everybody. It doesn't have to be super late. If you do something this week is probably not going to be super busy for me because we're just through the holiday here. If you want to set something up for this week, let me know. You know, like 11 o'clock time slot would be probably good. No Matt only chat. We already have Matt only chats. Trigger time. Jorge says a hot dog is a sandwich. I appreciate that. Thank you. We need to get the Travis community chat rallied. It's the Travi collective. There you go. There you go. There's 1, 2, 3 of us. I don't know if P11 is still up. Is Senior 11 still in here? Oh, like what's tomorrow? Tuesday? Cycle Camp says no. Hot dog is not a sandwich. Hot dog is not a sandwich. He says. I don't know. Black Eyed Pea chat. You guys out there saying hot dog's not a sandwich? You know, I got mods. I modded like 3 new people today. They will tear your ass to pieces. A couple of minutes yet here we'll go, and then we'll close her down. Franks and beans. Beans and Franks. Clover made smoked barbecued black-eyed barbecue black-eyed barbecue beans. He did baked beans, but he smoked them with his ham, which I gotta say was a good idea. I'm glad they smoked baked black-eyed peas. There you go. Tuna cycle camp. Tuna sandwich versus tuna roll. Same principle for hot dogs. I rest 6, my case. Cycle Camp is mashing the keyboard with his face again. Uh-oh. Dogs are barking. So, you know what? You got a couple of minutes till the Daily Show here. We'll go another 5 minutes. Washing dishes. Oh, hands are bubbly. Deep fried pork and lard. Does that seem good to you? Not particularly. Never Enough Ammo needs more food porn. I know, buddy. I know you guys are all wanting some stuff, some videos. It's been tough. It's been a lot of late nights. I've been ending up staying after the other guys are staying after the other guys are gone, and it's been tough. Yeah, little guy's doing better. He's feeling better. It's been that's why the Daily Show's actually been super awesome. Because we if it's late, the last couple weeks being super busy, if I stay to get some of my own stuff done afterwards, at least I got the Daily Show to listen to. Other half ordered me to cook those potatoes again. There you go. I did some smashed potatoes today. We did pork and sauerkraut today. Pork, sauerkraut, mashed potatoes, a little corn. Nothing too crazy. But we Yeah, I did those today. I just did them as a smash though. I didn't mash. I left the skins on and just kind of mashed them up a little bit with a whisk, and then stirred in the used the rubber spatula and stirred in the butter and cream. But it turned out nice. So yeah, it's been Clovertech's throwing a recipe out there. Soak your peas, sliced pork jowl, line the bottom of a Pyrex dish, a little bit of water. There you go. Yeah, we're doing brats. We're going to be doing some brats next week too. Next Sunday, I think, kielbasa and some stuff like that. Today is just pork and sauerkraut, just real easy crock pot, pork loin, sauerkraut, mashed, little corn, easy. Easy, easy. Yeah, I got a brat for you, brat. I got your brat. Is kraut pickled lettuce. Well, it's cabbage. Basically, it's like pickled cabbage. Yep. Brat. Brat. Yep. Literally, I mean, it's like green cabbage, vinegar, salt, sugar. It's really all it has to be. And then left to get all pickly, sour. I like sauerbraten. If you've never had sauerbraten's really nice too. Vinegar, red wine vinegar, onions. You marinate a steak in that and then braise it. Kids hated the crock pot pork sauerkraut. Yeah, it's not a very good kid thing. Red wine. That's right. No poetry today either. I could have read my poem again today. You can fuck off, peanut butter jelly bitches. Peanut butter jelly time. Matt, did you watch Travis's New Year's Eve extravaganza last night? We even had poetry. I read my 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. Oh, you're a bum. Fell asleep. Yeah, bacon and peanut butter goes great together. Nothing wrong with that. We did 'Twas the Night Before Christmas and everything. It was so fun. It was a good chat last time. We had a good time. So we got T-minus 3 minutes. Greg, I was watching one of your videos, How to Dress. Braunschweiger. I don't know what the hell that is. Sounds like a Schwarzenegger movie. So, why don't we shut this sucker down? Yeah, storytime poems. Why don't we shut this down and let's go visit the Daily Show, okay? Thanks for coming. Had a good time. I will see you guys next time.